Hey, greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. I'm sure many of you saw the article last week of Whole Foods cutting benefits for 2,000 of its part time employees. Apparently 2% of the entire workforce, but they cut benefits, giving a reason of scheduling and equitable benefits across the board for the employees. There was also furore about Jeff Bezos in August signing a pledge along with about 100 CEOs saying that the companies would focus on their employees and their benefits more than just bottom line profits. Having said that, in September, this move with cutting benefits for part time employees at Whole Foods created a furore and a lot of people questioned it. I'm not here to discuss whether it's right or wrong. I'm here to discuss the frontline folks. I'm here to discuss the frontline performance management and what that means to any organization. What does it mean to the top line, the bottom line, and the entire organizational ethos? That's what I'm here to discuss today. The importance of the frontline staff and what it means to any organization. Any organization and its performance are very dependent on the day to day functioning of its frontline employees. We all know that. And these are the employees that generally make up the bulk of its workforce. The tactical stewardship of execution is in the hands of the frontline staff that reflect the company culture and its values to the customers every single day. And generally, these are the associates who form the majority of an organization's workforce, and they are the ones affected by several challenges across industries: low levels of motivation, economic and emotional stress, stressful work goals and management pressure to meet them, poor growth prospects, all of which result in high levels of attrition frequently and continuously. Today's organizations are moving toward building their future prospects on customer experience. We've seen that time and again around us. Customer experience is the key to bringing in new customers and retaining the older ones, ensuring their loyalty to your products and services as a company. Well, according to a recent article I was reviewing, an estimated 90% of all organizations are expected to craft themselves around customer experience by 2025. With customer experience becoming such an integral part of an organization's success, it's important to refocus on the frontline staff, those who are the face of the organization to that end consumer. Although technology in its various forms is making inroads into customer experience, the human element is still very much an integral part of the value an organization provides to its customer base. Be it retail, airlines, or any kind of business process outsourcing, frontline employees play a major role in day to day activity and customer interaction. We all need to know that, understand that, and recognize that. With customer experience playing such a vital role in the performance and growth of any business, productivity and progress of the frontline staff becomes that much more important. And it's imperative to focus on them to ensure that there is fair exchange of value going on. Now, with a slew of challenges from financial well being to poor work environment to boredom to lack of challenges to stimulate creativity, poor growth prospects, and high pressure micromanagement to reach goals established by management without really any space to induce their own personalities in what they do every day, the frontline employees continue to paint a poor picture of the organization to the end consumers. And they move between jobs frequently trying to find a suitable role and a suitable organization for them to work for. As a result, management challenges include finding the right associates frequently and time to time, coaching and training them again and again, to only lose them and work on the next person coming in while also battling work goals that need to be met. Dealing with the revolving door continues to be an impediment that affects operational and financial goals of any organization. How can an organization double down and tackle this issue, especially in these times of renewed focus on consumer experience to drive the engines of an organization? Well, that is where building a culture of empowerment comes into play. The frontline employees are the visible face of the organization. Development of a culture of performance through focused drive, clarity of mission and vision, and imparting value individually and as a team should become the tenets of frontline management. Better pay and employment conditions are the first tenet. It's important for organizations and management teams to understand that the first line of employees on the job is the most vital arm of an organization and its long term success. Since these employees are on the lowest rung of the ladder, doesn't necessarily mean that they should be the lowest paid. More importantly, they should be paid to have a decent living base without the worry of day to day financial challenges in their personal lives, which tend to have an impact on their performance at work. All employees should be treated as an extension of one work family. Equanimity of base pay and benefits can go a long way in improving employee morale. Pay for performance, whether positive or negative, has some implications on performance, but not necessarily long term. Next, support through training and coaching is important to ensure clarity of purpose for frontline employees. Each individual needs to understand not just their own work, but also the impact it has on the larger scheme of things. They need to understand their contribution and value that they bring to the organization, to own it and impart it on a daily basis to their very best. Coaching, especially through peers or managers on a one-on-one basis, reflects the investment the organization is willing to make in them as valued employees to learn about their strengths and weaknesses and help them cope to get better, and more importantly, to advance in their careers. Frontline employees should be coached to look at their own roles less as jobs and more as careers where they have opportunities for advancement, provided they work on their specific strengths to take the lead as opportunities start coming up within the organization. Empowerment is also a vital aspect of this puzzle. Generally, frontline roles are treated as jobs with high attrition and to be easily replaced with the next person coming in. It is also assumed that the role is a set of repeated tasks to be performed, thus boxing in that role. That notion has to change. These are probably the most important roles within an organization as the first line of customer interaction. Empowering the frontline employees garners multiple benefits for the individuals in the roles as well as for the organization at large. By empowering the employees to identify challenges, think creatively, and come up with ways and means to interact with customers and consumers, find and execute solutions to these challenges, the organization gains to improve upon its frontline as well as other specific challenges, finds new ways of interacting with consumers, thus raising customer satisfaction scores and loyalty as well. Customer loyalty is a big piece of this within the organization, and also helps identify the difference makers within the employees who are actually doing the job. And you'll find your star players right there and offer them better career growth prospects within the organization. This empowerment also boosts employee morale as they feel challenged and in control of their work execution, thus bringing the best out of them. Productivity boosts can be seen in employee work ethic and improved influence on organizational performance, resulting in higher revenue at the same time, probably at the same or lower costs, and better profit margins, allowing the organization to experiment further and provide better opportunities to its employees. Further, the brand recognition and goodwill gained in the market is invaluable. All of the above alleviate stress from the work environment, focus on training, coaching, and empowerment than micromanaging, using positive and negative motivators than have a limited shelf life, and more importantly, brings the employees and management closer as one work family out to succeed together, working on a unified mission and vision that they all take pride in. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please make sure that you share the content with others so that they might benefit as well. Invite your friends, family, whoever you think can benefit from this to sign up, subscribe on Plan B Success Podcast on any of their favorite platforms, or go to www.planb.live and sign up there so that they can start receiving this content on a weekly basis. Thank you very much.